Hey everybody, it's Teddy the Brave. Thank you for tuning in to the Brave Vlogs. We back. So today, I just want to let y'all know first and foremost that I have cleaned off this desk because I knew I was having company. So I cleaned it up a little bit. I'd like to introduce to some, reintroduce to others, Kit Kat, the non-binary Christmas cactus. Go ahead and smile for him. Smile. Anyway, today, guys, I wanted to talk to you about something that has been happening to me, and I'm pretty sure it's been happening to everybody else too. Change. I might be wrong, but I feel like one of the oldest stories in time has been people trying to outrun change. I would say I have been trying to outrun change. But honestly, I think it's best that we just get in the groove with it. Because whether or not we run from it or groove with it, it's gonna happen. Change is going to happen. And I have been surrounded by change for the past several years. I'm talking major life changes. One of the major changes I went through was losing my car, Felix. I had to say goodbye to him. He was a gift to me from a friend and her family. He was gifted to me and I had him for 2 years. He did me right. And then I got into an accident right in front of my new place. Felix is no more. I just had this feeling of why now? Y'all won't believe the fit I just had. I just had a full-on Baptist fit of rage. And I'm not even Baptist. They're coming to get Felix in the morning. Felix is my car. It's been faithful to me these past couple of years, and I thought I was finished. Mourning. But we did a lot of good stuff in that car. That's done. What's done is done. No, really, I'm fine. I didn't cry. I didn't, scream as he rode off into the sunset. Felix has served me well, and yeah. Do not be fooled by the footage, guys. I definitely cried a few days after. I felt great during the whole process, and I'm like, yes, liberation, woo! Yes, it's time for newness! But a few days later, I definitely cried. I'm talking about, I cried. I also moved about 4 times in the past few years. I went through some serious inner changes. Mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, financial, psychological. A lot of people walked away. I never thought I'd be one of these people saying that because I feel like it's so cliche when people are like, a lot of people walked away. But a lot of people did walk away. When I came back from being on the road with Poetry Alive, I had started to evolve as a person. And a lot of things that I thought before, I no longer thought. I wasn't the same Teddy. Let me just say my time on the road with Poetry Alive altogether was just a big time of change. I've talked about Poetry Alive a lot, but there was a lot of change going on the inside of me. And I was not the happiest person to be on the road with. Just ask my teammate. I was always in my mind. I was up and down. When I was high, I was high. When I was low, I was low. I was like, this is interesting. Where we at? This is a new place. This is a new space. Also, ascension sickness is very real. Those of you who know, you know. And sometimes you outgrow people outgrow you, and that is totally okay. It's just life. It just happens. It happens. friendship dynamics change, relationship dynamics change, family dynamics change. And right now I'm also going to change the position of this mic because I feel like I might be a little bit too loud. Something else interesting happened. Somebody that I considered to be important said they were going to check out my website. I gave them my website. Everything was peachy until they alerted me that my website was non-existent. I just logged on to teddyholmes.com. It's not being hosted right now. I mean, I pay for my domain, but the hosting site, I think I'm saying that right. The hosting site is, my page is gone. I wasn't on top of everything, and my website was closed down, and all this technological stuff, y'all. Something happened with my premium plus. Something went wrong. Something went awry. Had no website. Had to start over. It was very frustrating. I have given you lots of examples of change, you guys, but I really want to kind of talk about what I did in response to that change. I found myself trying to really rebuild the life that I knew. I mean, it didn't even really appeal to me. It was just what I was comfortable with. You go here, this is supposed to, if I recall, you were right there, mister. It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. Why do we try so hard to try to reconstruct what needs to be demolished? If it's demolished, let it stay demolished. New life just be calling, like, brand new life ahead. Come on in, babe. And we be just clinging to the old. I want my normal. It's gonna happen whether or not we want it to happen. Change, baby. I'm talking about change. What if I told you it's okay to let go? I wish I would have told myself that a long time ago. I want to tell you a quick story about a dream, a vision that I had. This was years ago when I was praying and just trying to get grounded, and I was in a very interesting place in my life. When am I not? When are we not in interesting places? Anyway, I saw myself walking through this massive just wreckage. I realized it was my stuff. It was a place that I knew that had been like smashed and just demolished. And as I walked through the wreckage, I was picking up everything that I was just trying to salvage everything. There was this God figure behind me urging me to put the things down that I was picking up. And I'm like, but what? That only leaves me with this and that. And he's like, yeah, I'll show you what you need. You don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that. I only got like 2 or 3 things now. Then God was like, of course. That's what I've been trying to tell you. You can let go. You can surrender. If you saw the way that I tried to outrun change, y'all, I was dipping and dodging. And I'm not even like the football type, but I could have been your quarterback. I think a lot of this has been about not just this one time, like do something spontaneously different and then kind of go back to the old. It's not like a diet or something like, all right, I'm just going this little diet, lose 1,000 pounds, and then I am back on my foolishness. I think the lesson for me was to continue to implement this way of being, like accepting change. Go ahead and dance with change. It's a dance, baby. I was tired of these one-time purges that really didn't really give me anything. And somewhere between losing my car and dealing with a whole lot of mind, gut illnesses, I decided to surrender. I decided to level up for myself and make it known that I was ready for change and that I wasn't going to be backing up anymore. It had to be for real, and it had to be forever. I increased my practice of gratitude. I gave more. I minimized everything, y'all. Like, I gave away like 75% of my clothes. I just woke up. Today I'm getting rid of a lot of things. I had somebody hit me up, Facebook Marketplace, and they want to check out some of the clothes that I had. The rest of the clothes are going to be going to Samaritan House. And I have friends that want some of the books. And this just feels great, guys, to just get things out of here. And I even went plant-based because I would eat certain foods and then I would get sick and be like, but I got tired of that. I'm like, I don't want to get used to getting sick after eating foods. Who does that? Several summers ago, I was working at this camp, and this week was ham week. Now, the chefs there, they were preparing all of these dishes with ham, and I knew I didn't really like ham. I knew my body didn't like ham. I actually was kind of anti-ham because I used to have a pet pig. I know you're laughing. I'll wait. And anyway, I didn't like eating ham. But I decided this day that I was really, really hungry, so I decided to give the ham and cheese a try. I spent the next hour, maybe hour and a half, outside by the dumpster, dry heaving, while another teacher had to take care of my class because I decided to go against the change that was calling me. I'll tell you something, it don't have to do that again. I hear it loud and clear. No ham, no meat shall enter this body. Ugh. I'm gagging just thinking about it. Every day waking up, I was confronted by it. Every single day, it was just like, all right, let's see what we got on the docket for it to change. Hello, you've reached the creative offices of Holmes & Holmes. How may I direct your call? Mr. Holmes, we have change on the line. Yeah, you want me to go ahead and put him through? Hi, change. Yes, he just jumped out of the window on the 3rd floor. Yes, he should be running down Broad Street right now. Yeah, that would be him. Okay, all right. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I stopped trying to recreate my former reality, and I shook hands with transcendence. I know God, my ancestors, my angels, and my whole family of heaven were like, you got it. If anything, change feels more like a threat when the level of uncertainty goes up. We really can't control it. We can't control it when we're certain of the future, and we can't control it when we're not so certain of the future. So if you ask me, just surrender. Big peace and love to all you brave people out there watching.